What's up? Woo! COVID-19, no audience. It is what it is. It's the weirdest times now because COVID-19 came in and just embarrassed the hell out of AIDS. Like AIDS, we don't even talk about AIDS anymore. Like when was the last time someone said to you, use a condom? Like on TV, radio, maybe someone said to you, hey man, use a condom. People like, use a condom. Like no one cares. Like AIDS is like non-existent. Like Ebola, it's like no one warns you about going to Angola. You can just go to Angola now. All they would say is sanitize. What if also AIDS is cured by a security guard at Clicks? What if that guy at ShopRite at the door who works for Pangela Security, what if that guy is the only guy that can cure AIDS? If you can cure COVID at the door, at Clicks, I'm sure you can cure AIDS. Imagine, who would have known that a security guy can be the cure, can be the doctor, can be the guy that actually, he can do that. He can just say, hey, sorry, can I check your temperature? And you can't do anything. Like I remember when I used to go night clubbing before COVID-19, there used to be this guy from Congo. You know, it's always a Congolese guy as a bouncer for some reason. It's never Nigerian. It's always a Congolese guy. It doesn't matter if the bar is Nigerian. They're going to put a Congolese bouncer at the door. I don't know why. But for some reason, Congolese people and Nigerian people don't get along at a nightclub. But for some reason, when it comes to bouncing doors, Congolese people. It's a weird thing to grasp. Like, how do you guys have a meeting? Like, listen, you do the drugs, I'll do the door. It's a weird conversation to have. Like, I don't know how did these guys, hey, it's 2020, man. It's the weird times. Weird time because I was planning my year. I was actually going to go to China. Thank God I didn't. I was going to go to China and I was going to go to Southeast Asia. Actually, because last year I went to Thailand and I was like, I like it here, you know. There's no zinyoka here. No one is stealing cables. You've been to Thailand, right? You've seen how cables are like. I'm like, yes, bring one thick copper in Thailand. I'm telling you now, they will listen. They will literally shit themselves in Thailand. I'm telling you, there's like cable, like copper cable. I'm like, wiring is exposed. There's what to do with our wiring? Nah? We actually dig a trench and hide it. Our dig copper, they dig it. In Thailand, no digging. Just raise your hand. Raise your hand, and it's on the floor. Done. It's the weirdest thing. Also, when I was in Thailand, I felt how it is to be a white person, because no one asked me when I go to a shop, can I help you, for the fact of just profiling me. They really needed to help me, like in Thai. Like I tried to buy airtime for 2 weeks. I couldn't translate because I went there without. I did the black way. I like Nigerian way of going to a country, you know, like the Zimbabwean way of going to a country. I went into Thailand with no money, and I was like, they're gonna send me money when I'm there. Because most Thailand is like going to Joburg. You can't just, right? You can't just like you can literally listen. A flight to Thailand costs the same amount of money as a bus on Translux. It's like 550 rand to go to Thailand, like 1.5 return. So I booked that flight, like, let me just go to Thailand and see what. They said, no, you can go via Dubai. I'm like, why not? Go take a shit in Dubai and go Thailand. So I was there in Thailand, had fun, and I was like, I need to go back, but probably go via China, Japan. I was like, then COVID said, no, not you, black man. This is not the time to go gallivanting and be a world tourist. Otherwise, you're going to be homeless in China if you want to go to China. So I didn't go. But it's a weird time because COVID-19 came in like Thanos, you know? Because Wuhan became more. Now AIDS, cancer, Ebola, and all this other diabetes have to have a meeting now, like the Avengers. You know, they have to have a meeting and reconvene, you know, and go back in time in 2019 when AIDS and cancer used to lead the world, you know? They must now fight against COVID, because they have to, because they were leading the world in diseases. And then, when a gangster take over, like COVID-19 came in like Thanos, like this, and people forgot about cancer. And the people, and the hospital people were like, yo, listen, if you got cancer, stay home. We've got COVID-19 people to treat here, okay? COVID is in town, and you guys must stay at home. Okay, if you have cancer, it's the weirdest thing now. This is the perfect time to actually kill somebody. Because whatever the cause of death is, COVID-19 is involved. Doesn't matter if a person got shot by a gun wound, don't kill them on sight. Shoot them, make sure they go to hospital first, or they get into an ambulance, and then they die. Doesn't matter how they got to the death. The cause of death is COVID-19. Ask my uncle, he'll tell you, he died of COVID-19, but he had AIDS the whole time. 19 years, suffering from HIV, fully blown AIDS, because he was drinking a lot. Death, COVID-19. AIDS is angry right now, because the media doesn't cover AIDS anymore. Listen, I'm telling you now, the starving kids in Africa are angry at COVID, because no one talks about them. Even UNICEF doesn't talk about the starving children in Africa. They talk about COVID-19. COVID-19 is more important than poverty is angry right now. Poverty is chilling in Malawi, angry. Like poverty, listen, poverty called me, actually, to tell you guys that they are angry at UNICEF and the World Health Organization for prioritizing COVID-19 over them. But they still exist, you know. I went to KFC today, and they asked me for the £2. I said, no, COVID-19 is free. So, yeah, it's a weird time. But it's a weird thing. Even now, becoming a politician is the weirdest thing, because now in South Africa, now you can just go and vote and just be like, hey, I'm representing me, and I want to go to parliament. And please, guys, don't do it, because this is the wrong information. Because must remember, Hlaudi was an independent, and Hlaudi is more popular than you. There was a whole year of Hlaudi on television, and Hlaudi still lost. Not even one seat in the parliament, not even like a parking. Like Hlaudi booked the whole stadium, and still he didn't make it. So don't do it, guys. It's a suggestion that you may, it's your right to go and be an independent electorate, but please don't do it. Just save your money for retirement. Otherwise, we're going to embarrass your children. Now your children have to wear purple, change from ANC or DA to your purple colors. Do you know how embarrassing it is to have a purple anything? As a person, as a human being, no one wears purple. No one has purple as their favorite color, okay? If you have purple as a favorite color, you're probably going to go to a mental psychological institution. You have to go to Falkenberg, okay? Because you like purple. Purple people go to Falkenberg. And you're going to go there, go vote Hlaudi, and wear purple color, Falkenberg. Now, it's the weirdest time, because I remember in 94, Mandela had he had to go, after he won elections, he had to go to overseas, meet the Queen. You know, you have to do that. Win election, you have to go see the Queen. Even Donald Trump did that. Went there, saw the Queen. And so Mandela had to go see the Queen, do a world tour, raise money for the country. Like, look at us, I'm going to visit Fidel Castro, you know, all these things. And Mandela had to leave somebody to take care of the country temporarily, right? So Mandela, in order to make peace, he elected a guy, okay? Chose a guy, not one of the ANC people, no, for peace sake. He said, I'm going to elect Gacha Buthelezi, IFP. Because at the time, the IFP and the ANC was fighting in KZN. There was a thing, a squabble there, right? People were killing each other over votes. I don't know, taxi rights. I don't know, quantums. I don't know. Maybe there was something of that nature. But there was violence at the hostels. And then Mandela chose Gacha for peace sake. Gacha swears. Mandela gets out the house, takes a plane, but Gacha goes to the office, and then he calls his people at the airport. Is he gone now? They say, yes, he just left Gacha. He's reached international waters. Okay, click. Gacha calls the military. Listen, go and invade Lesotho now to avenge Battle of Isandlwana of 1948. Like, no, it's the first day. Have coffee, Have coffee, go to the kitchen. I don't know, ask around, tell people, call your friends, have a presidential party. You are a president for like 5 days. Why are you invading Lesotho? There's no need, just send a van, okay, to invade Lesotho. Why are you invading Lesotho? With the military. Why do you need military for? Just one guy, two police cops, and 2 taxi drivers to go shoot. Like, that's it. 2 condoms and 1 van. That's it. Anyway, I'm venting now because Gacha made me angry in 94. I was 5. So now, but that's why I love the ANC. Because they're a cool political party. ANC is the only political party that can protest against itself. There's no other party that can do that. They can write a letter to the president. Like, I remember 2 days ago, right? There was a guy called Supra Mahumapilo. The people of the Northwest Province, who Supra was the premier of. Supra, right? So the people weren't happy with Supra. The people decided to revolt against Supra. And then Supra came out, right? And he said to the people, comrade, I cannot resign. In order to resign, you first have to be the chairperson. You have to first meet the chair. I messed it up. Sorry. Messed it up. Let's do it again. So the people of the Northwest revolted against Supra. Supra had to have a conversation with the ANC now. Like, Supra, you have to resign because the people are not happy. This is bad news for us. Also, we have Jacob Zuma. We can't be having you and Jacob Zuma in the same space. Everyone is unhappy. We have to resign. Supra went to the people, said, comrades, I cannot resign because before I resign, I first have to have a meeting with the chairperson of the Northwest Province in the ANC. First and foremost, to be a chairperson or to be the premier, you first have to be a chairperson. Let me say that again. To be a premier of the Northwest Province, you first have to be a chairperson in the ANC. That means Supra was going to have a meeting with himself. Imagine Supra going home. Okay, Supra. He opens the door. Chairperson, you are here. Yes, I'm here. Let's go to the bathroom and have a conversation. And then Supra is having a conversation in the bathroom with the chairperson. Chairperson, listen, I have a problem. As premier, they want me gone. So what must happen now? This is Supra looking himself in the mirror, by the way. The chairperson is like, sorry, Supra, that's not an us problem. First, that's a you problem, because you are the premier. Yes, I know, but what can I do? Tell them, Supra, I am because you are. Go, tell them that. Supra came back the next morning. Hello, comrades. Unfortunately, I cannot resign because I am because you are. You are because I was. And secondly, comrades, the presence of the absence is the absence of the presence, and therefore I am present in the absent. Thank you very much. And he left. Even today, in 2020, during COVID-19, we still don't know if Supra resigned or not, Nobody knows. The guy who's currently now the premier of the Northwest Province does not even know if he was voted. Like he doesn't know if he was there on purpose or not. Like he doesn't know why he was there. But he's there now waiting for Super to decide, listen, I want to go back to being premier. I love the ANC. Like, I love the ANC. Like, I love the ANC the same way I love the Democratic Alliance. Because I don't know what is the listen, as far as weird people is concerned, I feel like Democratic Alliance is more weird than the EFF. I feel like Claudi's political party is better weird. Like, it's a weird, better, I don't know the English, but it's a better look. Listen, the DA has shadow ministers, okay, guys, listen. Not even your shadow minister. How are you going to be a shadow minister? How are you going to be listen, I'm pretty sure this idea came from Gwen Gwenya and Quintwerk. So I don't know, they're having a conversation in Santin. Hey, listen, girl, how about being a shadow minister? And how are you going to be a shadow? Even during ACAC, I didn't play shadow at anything. I was not the child in the ACAC. I'm going to be the father. The other girl is going to be the mother. And then we're going to have the thing. Kids are going to be born. I'm never going to be the shadow. How are you going to play ACAC and be a shadow? Like how? Imagine having a conversation with somebody. Listen, I'm going to employ you. But you're going to be a minister, né? But you're not going to be in the minister's office. You're going to be a minister in the office virtually. You are the virtual minister. In the shadows, like James Bond. You're going to come out every time. I'm going to call you a Minister of Agriculture. You're going to come out every time there's a problem with agriculture. Nobody needs to know your name. No one must know that you exist. We're going to just call you whenever we feel like it. Listen, this is Boet van der Stuyzen. Boeta van der Stuyzen, our shadow minister of agriculture. I've never met Boeta van der Stuyzen. I don't even know where he stays. I don't know whether he's Cape Town or in Morek. I don't know where this guy is. But his name is Boeta van der Stel, and he's a shadow minister of agriculture. That's all I know. Like, how do you have a conversation around weird? DA is weird. Listen, DA is very weird. Like, DA is I love it the same way I love DSTV. Because DSTV is the only television channel that will advertise DSTV on DSTV to DSTV customers. And then Somizi comes up like, hey, buy the Explorer. But Somizi, I'm watching the Explorer on the Explorer. What are you talking about? Like Somizi, I'm watching you. I just watched you on the Explorer. How many Explorer? I've got an Explorer on my phone, Explorer in my house, in my kitchen. My grandmother's got an Explorer. Like, how many Explorers can I have, Somizi? Just buy the Explorer. I love DSTV the same way I love Nando's. I feel like Nando's is so expensive. When you walk into Nando's, right, you see artworks. Listen, they sell chicken and paintings, but it's not there. There's paintings at Nando's with prices, guys. You're eating chicken. Imagine, for God forbid, the chicken, somehow you were playing with your child, it flies to a painting. You walk into Nando's with $150. You come out owing them $5,000. Like, because you ruined the painting, and you weren't even aware that there was a painting there in the first place. It's the weirdest thing, so expensive. You would swear that they buy their chicken at Woolworths. A full chicken at Nando's is $200 for a full chicken. $200. It's not even a chicken. It's actually a pigeon disguised as a chicken. And they confuse that powder in that bun. They put powder on the bun, like, get confused. Ask yourself, what's in this powder? Do you have coriander? What's in here? Is it cauliflower? I don't know, but it's the powder. And that powder is more like cocaine. You eat it once, you're going to want it again. You don't even know why it's so expensive. Like, there's a fucking bun in front of me for 11 Rand 50. I don't even know why I ate this bun. You eat Nando's, you want KFC immediately. For a full chicken at Nando's, it's $200 a full chicken. 200, right? Do you know how much I can get for $200 in Guguletu? In Guguletu, right now, for $200, I can get 8 live, fully grown chickens, still walking the street, wearing sneakers, talking about the one Saudi back. I had a chicken 2 days ago. Okay, I had to kill myself because I'm gluten free like that. Okay, I had to kill a chicken. I promise you now, that chicken told me that they voted EFF 2 years ago. That's why I killed them. Any chicken that votes EFF deserves to die. So, I love, like I love, like it's I love it's like it's a weird party, man. It's a ANC is the weirdest thing, you know, because they had Jacob, right, and we don't even know where's Jacob now. No, Jacob is living in Ghana. They said he had a house in Dubai, and then we don't even know if Jacob has COVID. Like, what if Jacob is the guy who brought COVID to South Africa? Like, he went to Dubai. He was sick before this COVID-19 thing. He was traveling. He came into the international airport, right? And then he touched people at the airport. What if it's him? Do you know? Did they test him? Guys, I want to find out because it's important to me. Because he was the only person I know who came through the airport. He was the last after Zoz. He was the last one. And Zoz didn't even touch Zoz. He didn't touch people. It was a Sesame universe, right? She levitates over people. But Jacob was walking with the people like a king of Judah. Okay, don't put that. People are gonna get angry. Why are you comparing our Lord and Savior to Jacob? But his name is Jacob. It's in the Bible. I'm sorry, I apologize. There's this weird thing called Zambak. You guys know it? Zambak. For white people who don't know Zambak, Zambak is Zambak. Listen, okay, let me start from here. Do you know what Rama is? Where are you from, bro? Where are you from? Original, before Mpumalanga. Okay, cool. Those Zimbabwean guys always from Mpumalanga, all of them. Where are you from in Zimbabwe? No, Mpumalanga. Where are you from in Mpumalanga, Zimbabwe? Yeah, Bulawayo. Oh, I got you. It's no, like, the reason why I'm asking this is because I heard your accent. You have an accent, eh? You have a Shona kind of accent. That's why I'm most Zimbabwe and Mpumalanga in the fence, right? No, but listen, after Kruger National Park, Mpumalanga, right? No, but it's on the other side. It's Limpopo and Mpumalanga. So it's the same region. Yeah, but same region, same witchcraft, same everything, same. From Zimbabwe, witchcraft, same thing. So now, like, this is why I'm asking, I always ask guys from Zim, like, yo, do you know this thing called Rama, guy? Like, Rama. I don't know, I know Ronda, like, no, wait. Rama, okay? I love Rama Margarine. Because in the middle of the month, when times are tough, Rama Margarine gives my fridge dignity. Dignity. You open the fridge, there's no food, but yeah, Rama is here, holding down the fort, just chilling, just waiting for you to decide, what are you going to call me today? Like Rama, I love Rama Chare. Like this one time, I didn't have lotion. No lotion, Ramivia. I love Rama Chare. This one time, a friend of mine came to me and he was like, hey, Nkosinathi, do you have Zambak? Okay. Zambak, I'm explaining Zambak to a white person now. Zambak is like lip balm, right? It's like a lip ice, but for black people. Because we don't even know what Zambak is for. Like that's this weirdest product, and it sounds like cakes, like hot cakes running through Rama. Like it's the weirdest thing, but we don't even know what it's for. When Zambak came out, it was for sores. And then somehow Zambak graduated into the lips. Now Zambak is a lip balm. We're like, when did Zambak decide to become a lip balm? We don't even know what it's for. Like the people who make Zambak don't even know why they make Zambak. They'll be like, hey, Zambak, go find your people. Zambak is there in Limpopo looking for guys from Zimbabwe. I laugh. Zambak is weird. Like, when you finish your Zambak, what do you do with it? Like, when was the last time you bought Zambak from Limpopo, right? You bought Zambak, and then what happened to have you ever seen an empty can of Zambak? Because Zambak just leaves you, bruh. It looks at you like, I'm done here, and it just fucks off. Anyway, that's my time, guys. Thank you very much. You've been dope. Thank you. How long was that? 45. I did 45. Oh, yeah. 25 was good.